Hi, this is AJ with Geer Talk, Talking Gear, and in front of me we have the all-new avant-garde stage piano from Arturia, the AstroLab 88. Let's get into this thing. So we decided to save you some time of box cutting and foam peeling, and we're just going to get into some of the contents that come with the AstroLab 88. So starting over here, we have our USB A2C cable, as well as our power supply brick and cable. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. And over here in the center, we have this really cool envelope which contains our product registration, some quick start guides for the AstroLab 88, as well as the music stand and the user manual. And then over here, we have this really cool fold out music stand, which actually mounts right here on the top of the AstroLab. Now let's talk about the ports that are on the back of the AstroLab 88. So starting over here, we have our power button and power supply port, USB-C to connect to your computer, and a USB for storage. For outputs, we have our headphone jack as well as left and right TRS. For inputs, we have our combo jacks with gain adjustments. And then for our peripherals, we have a sustain, expression, auxiliary, and auxiliary 2 ports. And then also we have our MIDI in and output. So now let's plug this thing in and see what it looks like performance ready. All right, now let's get into the AstroLab 88. So first impressions, this is a very beautiful board. Everything is clear and concise. Everything is very well laid out on the board, which is something that you would want out of a stage piano. Now to answer the question all of you guys are asking, how do the keys feel? And I have to say the keys feel buttery smooth. So whether you're playing on a grand piano or a synth lead, I think you're gonna feel right at home using this key bed. It also is equipped with aftertouch, and it is a 3-sensor bed. So you guys are gonna have a really good time dialing in your dynamics, etc. Now let's talk about the controls here on the AstroLab 88. So starting over here, we have our pitch bend as well as our mod wheel with illumination, really cool. We have our dedicated octave up and down functions, which also double as a transpose feature. Over here we have our arpeggiator and chord mode, as well as tempo and metronome, and we also have a record function here as well. Now for the star of the show in the center, we have our dedicated screen, which has a knob integrated in with it, which has haptic feedback, so I can actually feel the clicks when I'm toggling through all of the presets, and you have dedicated home and shift functions here as well. Over here in the instrument section, we have our part 1 and 2 for actually splitting the board, as well as our split function. We have our dedicated knob encoders, which actually allow us to toggle through different presets, whether it's the 3-band EQ or from your brightness, timbre, time, and movement. And also we have our dedicated instrument sections here, so I can actually, at the touch of a button, access my piano, electric piano, bass, and all of the other functions that you see here. What I really like is this playlist function, which allows us to stack our presets so we're ready for a show performance. And over here we have our effects section, which has effects A and B, which we can toggle through multiple effects, whether it be flanger, phaser, echo, delay, etc. And over here we have a dedicated delay and reverb function with time and decay parameters as well. And over here finally we have our master volume knob. One of the key standout features of the AstroLab 88 is its ability to bridge the studio and the stage together. Now how does it do that exactly? How it works is you can take the included Analog Lab Pro software and you can make adjustments to your current presets, create some new ones, and actually adjust some of the macros, and then you can load those presets directly onto your AstroLab 88 and just take the AstroLab 88 alone to the stage. So you no longer have to bring your laptop, have it constantly connected. You can have all your presets and the created ones you made in studio available at your fingertips just through the AstroLab 88 alone. Now say for example you need to make adjustments to some of the presets you've already created, or you need to order a new playlist. Well, Arturia thought of that, and what you can do is you can use the AstroLab Connect app, which is available on your phone, and you can actually make adjustments to your current playlist or make adjustments to current presets directly on the fly, or even just toggle through ones that you have, which is very convenient, especially if you need to access presets on the fly or you don't want to navigate through the physical AstroLab keyboard. So if you have any questions about the AstroLab 88 or anything Arturia, feel free to reach out to us here at Geer Tech. In addition, if you're looking to just pick one up, we can point you out to your local dealer that has one in stock. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell for notifications for updates on our upcoming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.